For all of your sports in Lorain, keep your TV tuned to TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Well, hi again, everybody, and welcome to a very special sports presentation on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television. We are bringing you 6th grade basketball. Yes, the little guys get a chance to play on the big gym floor as it's Lorain taking on the Lorain Shock. Tim Elkhorn along with Joe Bach. We're underway. Lorain with the basketball. Driving shot no good by Naz Roundtree. And out of there with it comes LaGrange. Now, this is going to be a lot of fun as the young guys get a chance to play out on the high school gymnasium floor as LaGrange turns it over.
See if we can wear them out tonight. We have the big floor here.
Lorain with the basketball, and there's a pass that goes awry over on the opposite wing as it went right by Jacob Addis out of bounds. Well, you have to think for these young guys, Joe Bach, that this is a really neat experience for them to not only play here on the high school floor, but also getting some television time as Brian Corey, Lorain City Schools athletic director, and also the head coach of this 6th grade Lorain team, has organized this television broadcast on WLCS TV 20, so that is really neat.
They were excited to be on television, but when I told them that Tim Elkhorn was announcing their game, they were really excited.
Oh, stop.
No! Said, you got the best for us. I said, absolutely.
There's a driving shot off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound grabbed by nobody right now. There's a scramble for it out front, and finally our official working this game, Ray Baraga.
Good call, Ray.
Makes the call, and the basketball belongs to the Lorain Shock. Really cool that Brian coaches the 6th grade team for Lorain, and of course for LaGrange on that bench, 2 former boys head basketball coaches, Mike Walsh, who was on the bench at Elyria High, and then of course for many years the girls head coach, and Greg Morgan, who for many years was the boys head coach at Keystone. So guys that are really putting in their time for the younger players in the program. And of course that's where it's all starting. We've talked about that. It's these younger levels where you build programs from. Left of the lane, there's a shot up and in by Ian Morgan. Now something tells me that would be probably Greg's son. I see Ryan Walsh is playing for LaGrange as well. Right side, a jumper right on the mark. Jordan Corey. Well, Brian says, my son can shoot it too. So we've got a 2-2 ball game. It's a running clock, how they do it at the 6th grade level. Running clock, they started at 18 minutes. Right corner 3 ball is off the mark, but LaGrange maintains control of it. There's a nice block shot by Naz Roundtree, and here comes Lorain. 2-2 game. On the right side, that's Little, fires it out front to Roundtree, around on the left wing to Addis. Back out front to Jemai Washington. He'll shoot it and hit it off the glass. I'm not sure Jemai called glass on that, Joe, but he'll take the 2 points, and Lorain's up 4-2.
6:37, and the bank is open.
Nice. Here's Ian Morgan out front to Walsh, so the coach's sons play catch. Walsh left of the lane, got his shot blocked. And Ray Baraga says that's a foul on Lorain High. It's going to put Ryan Walsh at the free throw line.
Of course, Mike Walsh. Lorain grew up in Lorain, class of 1981, Clearview, as myself.
I was going to say, you and Mike would know each other pretty well. Walsh misses that first free throw. Here comes Talon Hines in the game for LaGrange.
His dad, Bob Walsh, was my driver's ed instructor.
If I were Bob Walsh, I'm not sure I would lay claim to that. There's a second free throw that's missed, but LaGrange still with the ball, and there's another foul, and this time Christian Padicky will be shooting 2 free throws. Now, I won't publicly proclaim some of your driving habits, Joe, but Bob Walsh, if you're watching this one, trust me, your lessons went unheeded with Joe Bach. Padicky at the line, rolled that first one all over the rim, and it fell off. 4-2 Lorain. Again, the running clock, even with the free throws.
I'm a great driver.
You better be very safe with some of the things I've heard about your driving. Paddocky split the pair, so Christian Paddocky has his first point. 4-3, Lorain with a basketball. Here's Tobias Overton. And throw it out front to Jemai Washington. Well, Washington has the look of a real basketball player. He's got the headband going. I don't like him. Right of the lane, little bank shot. Nice. Good. That's Jordan Corey again. Well, he shoots it a lot better than his dad ever did. 6-3. I'm sure Brian's going to love that comment. Well, I'm getting old when I'm calling Brian Corey's son playing ball. And I did many of Brian's games. Of course, as a player and as a coach. We were talking earlier with someone upstairs here at the Titan Gym about Brian's years as a coach. Of course, he's so well known now as the athletic director. Brian Corey was a outstanding high school basketball coach.
Well, he got so much out of his Saints.
He sure did. There's a driving shot that's missed by Washington for Lorain. So here comes LaGrange, down by 3. As into the forecourt comes Jake Morgan. So we've got a couple of Morgans on this team. And now that I say that, I actually do recall now that Greg does have twin sons. So it's Jake and Ian Morgan. Baseline shot left by Overton, no good. Rebound grabbed by LaGrange. As again, we've got the running clock here at the Titan Gym until the final minute. Once we get into the final minute of each half, then the clock will stop on turnovers and free throws and the like. Washington knocked that ball free. Down to the ground to get it is Brendan Torok for LaGrange. I think we've got a tie-up. Yep, Ray Baraga says possession arrow belongs to Lorain. As Leonard Williams Mitchum now in the game for Lorain High. Gives it to Jordan Corey. And now they swing it to the left side to Overton. So I know I was here last week for the girls' triple header, Lorain and Bedford. There's a travel call. And we talked about at the lower levels how you really just try to teach fundamentals, teach some drills. And you can see that with the guys here at the 6th grade level. Just working on fundamentals, working on plays, working on defense.
You could tell these kids are getting some valuable coaching experience. I mean, the offense, the defense, I mean, it's just not helter-skelter. There's actually plays being called and run, and I'm very impressed.
Right of the lane, nice bank shot by Ian Morgan. So Ian Morgan with a couple of field goals for 4 points. And LaGrange back to within 1. It's 6-5 Lorain. Here's Corey in the lane, running shot good. Ooh. Ray Baraga's going to take that one away on a travel call. Boy, Jordan in 6th grade has already learned that look over to the coach with that quizzical look like. How did he call that? Here comes Ryan Walsh for LaGrange. Again, he's the son of Mike Walsh. As the 6th graders are out on the floor tonight. Really cool experience for these kids. And we've got a traveling call in the lane as that one is whistled on Colin Corbley. Now, how will these LaGrange kids be able to watch this game, Joe?
Our YouTube channel.
All right.
Yeah, 265,000 views now and counting.
3 ball from the right wing, rattled in and out for Washington. That one was halfway down. There's a scramble for it. Now we got a jump ball in the lane. Possession arrow belongs to LaGrange. Well, if you folks haven't checked out the WLCS TV 20 YouTube channel, there is some really great stuff up there. Seems like everything is archived, Joe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Walsh right of the lane missed the shot. Rebound grab by Lorain. Corey feeds right side to Washington. Ran into Walsh, threw the shot up and knocked it in. Jemai Washington, couple of field goals. It's now an 8-5 Lorain lead. Well, you wonder, as you said, Joe, these guys got to be getting a little gassed. Walsh, top of the key, missed it off the glass. The rebound comes to Corey.
They're not showing it.
No, they're getting up and down the floor pretty good.
Absolutely.
Left of the lane, shot no good. Rebound, hook back up, no good. Rebound off the glass and good.
Yeah.
That's Giles Little for Lorain. And Mike Walsh and Greg Morgan say, okay, we need a timeout. So that will stop the clock. 8:33 to go here in the first half of play. They play 2 18-minute halves. Joe gives us a great opportunity to welcome to WLCS TV 20 one of our newest advertisers. Great to have them on board. Credit Max Auto Group. I know when I was here for the girls game, we talked about the great folks at Credit Max and how they've opened a brand new location in Lorain, right at Colorado and East Erie Avenue. They've been in Elyria for many years and have been very, very successful. Some of the nicest, honest people you will ever meet. Credit Max Auto Group, Jim Smith and his group, and certainly we're thrilled to have them on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television. And Joe, as you mentioned during our last broadcast together, they have great pre-owned vehicles. They are clean vehicles.
Yeah, and their new locations at the corner of Colorado and East Erie, just over the bridge there. And, check them out. They do financing there. If you've had some issues with credit, they doesn't hurt to go try. They finance a lot of people, so not a problem. And their cars, like I said, they're not junkers. They're very clean, used cars.
They are.
So check them out.
Yep, they are.
Check them out at creditmax.com as well.
Well, there you go. They are great people. You'll want to do business with them. So off that timeout, LaGrange with the basketball. Not for long. How about that steal by Roundtree, who drives and scores with the left hand? Gotta like that. Great anticipation by Roundtree, and then he goes the length of the floor. And Lorain now up by 7. LaGrange with the basketball. Boy, good triple team right there by the Titans, but Lorain able to maintain control of it. Walsh left of the key. A crossover dribble, right of the lane. Bank shot, no good. Rebound out of bounds. And it belongs to LaGrange. So here's Ian Morgan back in for LaGrange, along with Jake Morgan. Now I know they're twin boys. I don't know if they're identical twins. Right of the lane, Walsh down in the corner, got it to Morgan, a 3 ball, that one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Ian Morgan, puts it back up and in. Well, Ian Morgan, he's got 6 points for LaGrange. It's now 12-7, good competitive game as Corey comes to the other end. Now they swing it on the left side. Down low, Corey tiptoeing that baseline, and Ray Baraga says basketball belongs to Lorain.
Yeah, and the Lorain's jerseys are pretty impressive. They look a lot like their senior counterparts, the Lorain Titans. So probably pretty proud to wear those jerseys this day and age.
Oh, I'm sure they watch the big guys play out here on the varsity floor on Friday nights or whenever the Titans may be playing, and when they dream about wearing that uniform. Absolutely. 3 ball right side, a little bit shy. Rebound grabbed by Roundtree for Lorain. Gives it off to Corey. Corey into the forecourt against Walsh. Well, I may be saying that on WEOL in a few years. Left side, the shot is up and in. Very well done. Jacob Addis with his first 2. 14-7. As Brian Corey paces the sidelines, just like he did back in his Southview days. Turnaround shot may have been partially blocked. Loose ball, and out of there with it comes Lorain. Here's Corey into the forecourt. Gives it right side to Giles Little. Now they get it into Mitchum. Mitchum right of the lane. Back out front, Roundtree. Down in the corner to Little. Feeds it to Corey. Corey got blocked by Walsh. Good defense by Ryan Walsh. Now they throw it out front to Mitchum. Boy, good ball movement by Lorain. 3 from the top of the key, no good. Rebound loose, grab, put back up, no good. Rebound off the glass, no good. As they still battle for it. And finally, LaGrange out of there. Long pass down the floor. Morgan, right of the lane, the shot around the rim and out. And rebound put back up, no, but Jake Morgan got fouled. So it'll be Jake Morgan shooting 2. So at the free throw line. I'm tempted to say height and class. 4'8", 6th grader. I don't know what his height is. Jake Morgan misses the first. For LaGrange, here's Ryan Bulka now in the ball game. And Brian Corey made a substitution or 2 as well. Lorain looks like they're playing with 7 guys. And over on that LaGrange bench. There's 4 guys sitting down, so hence that would put 9 on the LaGrange roster. Lorain to the other end. Corey on the left wing. Corey into the lane. Corey with the runner. It rolls around the rim and in. Jordan Corey. He's got a 6-point ball game, and it's 16-7 Titans. 6th grade basketball. Glad to bring it to you on WLCS TV 20. Lorain City Schools Television. Boy, you name it with Lorain Schools, and Joe Bach gets out and covers it. My goodness.
Yeah, before this game, I was at the middle school Longfellow General Johnny Wilson wrestling match.
Washington misses a 3. How'd that go?
Pretty quick.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
3 ball at the other end, missed by Morgan.
We had Tom Bauer and WEOL's own Tomo there covering that event for me with the doing the play-by-play.
Washington drives, missed the shot, but Jemai Washington got fouled. And with exactly 4 minutes to go here in the first half, Washington will shoot 2. Now, I've worked with Tomo for all these years, so I know Bob's on-air persona pretty well. How about T-Bone Bauer? How's he do?
Oh, he does very well. He was our color man this year for football.
Really?
Yep. For our home games, and actually brought him out to a couple away games. So it was he did quite well. Very knowledgeable.
He knows
very
football. I was just going to say.
Very nice guy. I think he'd work well with any announcer. Doesn't step on anybody.
That's the key. As Jemai Washington split the pair, but Lorain grabs the rebound. They lead it by 10. Right side, that jumper is short by Addis. Rebound Washington, though. As Lorain works it around. Corey into the lane. Where to the lane? Tough shot off the glass. No, but he got fouled. So Jordan Corey, Brian Corey's son, at the line shooting 2.
Yeah, we'll see how he does from the charity stripe here.
First free throw bounces around the rim and in. Jordan now with 7 points in the ball game. Second free throw, no good. I think we'll get a lane violation called on LaGrange, though, as Jake Morgan jumped the gun a little bit. Well, Jordan Corey has a little bit of a hitch to his free throw, and he's not able to capitalize on that next attempt. Here comes LaGrange, but they're down by 11, 18-7. Lorain High, nice pressure defense, but down low. Nice shot put up and in by Christian Paddocky. Makes it 18-9. Lorain with the lead and the ball. Corey will shoot it and hit it. Nothing but net for Jordan Corey. He's got 9 here in the first half. And it's 20-9 Lorain. Giles Little about to check back in for Lorain as LaGrange turns it over out front. Ryan Walsh and Ian Morgan back in for the Shock. We'll have to do some research and find out where LaGrange came up with that Shock nickname. Maybe they're sponsored by a pool company or something.
Or an electric company.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that would be a negative connotation, though. You're sponsored by an electric company, and we'll call you the Shock. You know, maybe the Volts or something. LaGrange with the ball. Down by 11. It's been a good first half for the Lorain Titans. Left wing, rainbow 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Lorain High's Giles Little. Hands it off to Corey. Jordan Corey down the right side to Jemai Washington. Got it right of the lane to Addis. He got tied up. Missed the shot. Put it back up. Got that one blocked. So here comes LaGrange. Oh, nice pass right of the lane.
Nice,
and the bank
nice
shot is up and in by Jake Morgan.
Yeah, if the Shock could keep it into single digits, it's just a psychological advantage not to be down by double digits at half.
Yep. And they're within 9 here, although Jordan Corey missed the shot. And the rebound put back up and in, and Addis for a chance for a 3-point play. Nice play right there by Jacob Addis. Young man grabbed that rebound and put it back up very strongly. They halt things for a moment while Ryan Walsh ties his shoe. Addis sends the free throw up, no good. Lane violation, this time on Lorain. And so that's going to get Leonard Williams-Mitchum back in the ball game.
Everybody's eager to get the rebound on a missed shot there.
We're down to 1:40 to go in the half. Again, it's a running clock for the most part. 2 18-minute halves. Ian Morgan inside the three-point arc. Tries to lob it down low. Great steal by Jemai Washington. Throws it ahead and underneath the hoop. Walking with it was Nez Roundtree. Couldn't quite get his feet set. 1:18 to go in the half. LaGrange gets it back. It's been a good start for Lorain High. They've doubled the score here. It's 22-11. Walsh will shoot a three ball. That one's off the top of the glass, no good. Rebound corralled by Lorain High. With under a minute to go in the half, Washington runs right into Walsh, and the charge is called on Jemai Washington. Ryan Walsh got good position right there. His dad never played a lick of defense, so I'm not sure who taught him that. Mike was the J.R. Smith of Clearview. Get it, shoot it. Get it, shoot it. Ryan must have learned defense from Greg Morgan. Down low, Walsh had the ball go off his own leg out of bounds, I believe.
Tim, you know, with our YouTube channel, Mr. Walsh is going to hear these comments.
Oh, he's heard a few things I've said over the years. All in jest, of course. Washington had the ball knocked out of his hands, gets it back, throws it down low underneath the hoop. Was Leonard Williams-Mitchum. He had the right idea. He tried to shoot it back to Washington, but in doing so, traveled with it.
All right, last shot here.
LaGrange down by 11.
Or not.
I asked each coach, I asked Brian and Mike, what's your records? Neither one knew. And you know what? That's a good thing. That is, because it means they're worried about just teaching the game and having the kids understand the game. And that's pretty cool. I was actually glad to hear that. They're not hung up on wins and losses right here.
Glad to see a lot of defense, man-to-man being played. A lot of, this is just great.
Shot in the lane, no good. And that ends the first half of play. Good first half for Lorain. They lead it 22-11. A quick timeout and a lot more to come. It's 6th grade basketball here at the Titan Gym. Really cool experience for the young guys. And at the intermission, Lorain leading the LaGrange Shock by a score of 22-11. A quick timeout. We've got more to come. Stay with us. It's a special sports presentation of 6th grade basketball on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, no thanks, not my thing.
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Is magic really magic? If a deal is too good to be true, well, don't be fooled. There is no magic. Credit Max Auto has a great selection of cars with fast, easy financing and payments you can afford. Check us out at creditmaxauto.com.
I started mentoring my mentee, Dantre, 4 years ago. I always thought about doing it. It always seemed like a good idea.
We were both nervous when we first met, but everything kind of fell into place.
Mentoring is important. Anyone that's pretty fortunate in life to have a little bit of time to pass on that knowledge.
Etienne's a very close friend. I look at him as a brother and a father figure. He taught me just focus on the big picture because I would like to give back just like Etienne gave back to me. Be someone who matters to someone who matters.
Stop. Whether it's on the way to school, at school, or online, bullying has become a non-stop threat to our youth today. Is your child being bullied? The National Runaway Switchboard can help. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
Well, after a short break, here we go. The sixth graders are ready to go right back at it here at the Titan Gymnasium. Tim Elkhorn along with Joe Bach. Glad to bring you this sixth grade matchup, Lorain and LaGrange. And as we start the second half, Lorain with a 22-11 lead. And Lorain with the basketball. We'll give you some individual numbers. For Lorain in the first half, Roundtree had 2, Jacob Addis with 4, Jordan Corey had 9, Jemai Washington with 5, and Giles Little with 2. For LaGrange, 3 young men in the scorebook. Christian Pataky had 3, Jake Morgan with 2, and Ian Morgan with 6. There's a miss by Lorain, and here comes LaGrange. Right of the lane, shot was missed by Christian Pataky, but Ray Barraga working this game tonight says, I've got a foul. It's going to put Pataky at the free throw line. Again, running clock, 2 18-minute halves. Pataky short on that first free throw. Again, Christian had 3 points in the first half. He did have a free throw in that first half along with a field goal. Pataky short on the second. But the rebound tipped out front, grabbed by LaGrange. So they'll get another offensive opportunity right here. That's Ryan Walsh. Gave it right side to Morgan. His 3 rattled in and out. Rebound Ryan Walsh, though. Walsh with a bit of a crossover dribble down on the baseline. Lost the ball, picked it back up, but threw it right to Washington for Lorain. Here comes Jemai Washington. Right of the lane, shot up, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. And Morgan has it for LaGrange, trying to maintain that dribble, and he does a nice job in doing so. Fires it to Walsh. That's Ian Morgan, his pass out front. Nice play by Roundtree. There's a steal, lost the ball, got it back, left of the lane, put it up and in.
Wow, just like his varsity counterparts. Pressure, drive, score.
Yep, 24-11. Lorain with a 13-point lead. As LaGrange has the basketball, heading to the other end. And a travel call on Ian Morgan. Joe, I should have asked Brian and the LaGrange folks how many games these young men play. Get that valuable experience here at the sixth grade level. Corey in the lane got stripped to the ball. And now LaGrange will throw it away at the other end as the pass is too far for Talon Hines.
Now, if there's anybody busier than you or me, it might be Brian Corey.
Jeez, he does everything.
With all the games here at the school, plus coaching his son. I mean, I'm sure he's like nonstop.
There's Washington. Oh, nice drive to the lane, but he missed the shot off the glass. Walsh with a great job for LaGrange and saving it in as he got it in to Ian Morgan. Morgan into the lane, gave it off. Shot put up by Pataky, no good. Rebound grab, though, by LaGrange. So earlier we were talking about Mike as his son Ryan drives the lane. We were talking about Mike Walsh being from Clearview, graduating from Clearview, played for his dad Bob Walsh at Clearview. Let's see the name Christian Pataky on that LaGrange roster. That was a Clearview name as well, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
You wonder if there's a connection there. Maybe they're running a pipeline. Clearview down to LaGrange.
Yeah, could be.
Walsh misses that first free throw. Here comes Brendan Torok in the game now for LaGrange. Ian Morgan will sit down. Walsh missed the second free throw. Long rebound. Walsh saved it in. Nice hustle job as he crashes into the chair. But here comes Lorain, and then Walsh running from behind to track down the play. Fouled Jordan Corey. But Jordan Corey's a pretty tall young kid.
He is.
He's got some lankiness to him. On the left side, Roundtree. Good!
Oh.
Nez Roundtree buries a 3-ball. Makes it 27-11. Well, he had the open look. You could kind of see him looking at it going, should I shoot it? Heck yeah, let it fly. There's Walsh in the lane. Bank shot no good. Right, a little too aggressive on that rebound attempt. And his arm up around the head of Giles Little.
Lorain on a 5-0 run here in the second half.
Shot missed. Rebound put back up, no good by Addis. Left of the lane, little shot no good by Little. Getting a little aggressive down there is Little. And the basketball belongs to LaGrange. There's Colin Corbley in for LaGrange, replacing Ryan Walsh. Corbley had his pass deflected. I'll tell you what, Loraine's a pretty active defensive team. Roundtree got sent to the deck. No whistle. I like Ray Baraga's philosophy. Let him play.
Yeah.
Ray working this game solo. Shot from the baseline, no good. Here's Corey with it for Lorain High.
And Ray's doing a nice job because at this level you could call a lot of things.
Oh,
but,
you sure could.
I think his judgment's quite well. Doing a nice job.
Corey got fouled on that attempt. He'll shoot 2. Jordan Corey with 9 leads Lorain. Roundtree with 7. Washington with 5. And Corey misses that first free throw. Substitutions from each coach. And the other thing that we've seen, Joe, is that both sides have gotten all the kids a lot of action. They've been playing a lot. You can practice all you want, and you need to practice. That speaks for itself. But you also have to get these kids some game conditions. Get them used to playing in a game circumstance. Yep. Hey, Corey double pumped the free throw. Everybody stepped into the lane. Jordan
no
held
harm,
up.
no foul.
Yeah, he said, well, okay, I'll shoot it then. Makes it 28-11. They feed it down low. Shot skims off on Padaky. And Lorain comes out of there with it. Washington got it down low. Nice pass, but the shot was missed by Roundtree. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it belongs to LaGrange. Joe, we were talking about these young men, and certainly I'm sure they all dream of playing for the varsity here at Lorain someday. And I just want to take an opportunity while I'm on the mic at WLCS TV 20 to congratulate John Rossitano and his team on this unbelievable season. Let's hope it goes deep into the month of March. But as you and I are watching this game and calling it for the folks in Lorain, The Titans at 15-0. I mean, what a magical season they're having.
A magical finish to that Bedford game, which I'm sure most of you probably have seen either on TV 20, Time Warner Cable in Lorain, or on our YouTube channel. That was a fantastic finish. It was really a game for the ages.
The presence of mind that Lorain had in those waning seconds.
The basketball IQ of that
Right.
team, and that's something it's one of those things that you could teach it, but in the clutch situations to know everything. I mean, those guys are just fantastic.
Walsh in the lane, missed the shot. Rebound, Corey.
And
yeah,
the
it was
pressure they
phenomenal
apply
to
is
watch
just-
watch that play unfold. Nice long pass down the floor, and Jemai Washington pops it up and in. 7 points for Jemai. There's a three right there by Ian Morgan.
Shock, get on the board here in the second half.
Yep, first 3 points of the second half for LaGrange. Ian Morgan with a 9-point ball game. Lorain with a miss. Here comes LaGrange. Tell you what, some of these LaGrange guys styling with those orange T-shirts underneath the blue uniforms.
Yeah.
Turnover gives it back to Lorain High. Well, if you look at the shock across the front of the LaGrange uniforms, they're not all quite the same, but they do all have that orange outline.
Kind of reminds me of the old Cavs back in the, what was that, the 80s?
Yeah, the Mark Price.
Yeah.
Yep, Larry Nance. Boy, that was a great assemblage of talent.
I have one of them old windbreaker jackets, similar colors. It's a classic.
Here comes LaGrange. 3-ball, good!
Oh, yeah.
Boy, I tell you what, the Morgan brothers here in the second half.
Lighten it
Ian
up.
hit one, yep, and now Jake knocks one in. At the other end, shot up no good. Nice follow off the miss by Littles, who put it up and in. Giles Little now has 4 points, 32-17. That was a heat check. Jake Morgan missed that one. Into the lane comes Washington, feeds it left side. Nice little shot up and in by Tobias Overton. And Tobias now in the scorebook with his first 2. Left of the lane, shot off the glass, no good. Rebound out of bounds, and it still belongs to LaGrange, according to Ray Baraga. Well, I think Ray was pointing to where Lorain would inbound. I'm thinking, why is everybody going to the other end? But he was pointing to Titans inbounding on the baseline. Here's Washington out front against Walsh. Feeds right side. The jumper is a beauty by Giles Little. It's a nice ball club that Brian Corey has here. Play hard. They know the fundamentals. Walsh into the lane, and Ryan got fouled.
2 shots.
So Ryan still looking to crack that scorebook. For LaGrange, only 3 guys have scored. Christian Paddocky with 3, Jake Morgan with 5, Ian Morgan with 9, and there we go. Ryan Walsh now with his first point as he hits that free throw. Well, look how far he stands off that free throw line. He's
Right.
back there a little bit, but he hits the second. And we're under 7 minutes to go here at the Titan Gym. And there's a walk called on Giles Little. Well, he saw that opening, and he was so excited.
Shuffle them feet.
He decided to give himself a running start. Well, Giles, you got to dribble that basketball a couple of times. But I will say, for 6th grade basketball, these kids are pretty fundamentally sound for that level.
Absolutely.
And again, you're talking about varsity coaches on both benches with Brian Corey here on the Lorain side. And we mentioned Greg Morgan and Mike Walsh on that LaGrange side. Roundtree with a 3 that's off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Overton. And Overton got tied up. Possession arrow will go to LaGrange. Yeah, I'm not sure at the 6th grade level if these young men realize how fortunate they are to be getting the coaching they're getting from the likes of Brian Corey and Greg Morgan and Mike Walsh. Wow, that's pretty special. The run of the lane. The runner is good. Nice shot by Christian Paddocky. Banked that one in to make it 36-21. There's a 3-ball around the rim and out by Little. Rebound put back high off the glass, no good. And LaGrange with the rebound. And Joe, as we said, I don't think these kids do a lot of, quote, conditioning, unquote, but they're getting up and down this floor pretty good.
They are. This is a full high school court, and I don't see anybody huffing or puffing or dragging.
Now, again, both coaches, both coaching staffs, or however you want to term it, they've gotten some guys in at every opportunity. So they're rotating guys in and out. But for the most part, as Joe just said, these guys are getting up and down the floor pretty good. There's a runner left of the lane, off the glass, no good. Rebound up and in, and a foul. Paddocky with a chance for a 3-point play. And as Christian heads to the free throw line, one more time, I want to tell you about our newest advertiser on WLCS TV 20. Credit Max Auto Group. They have opened a brand new location at East Erie and Colorado Avenues in Lorain. They've been in Elyria for many, many years. They've done a great business. Well, now in Lorain, Jim Smith and his crew, they have incredible pre-owned vehicles. They are clean. They are beautiful. They will sell you a quality automobile, as we have a timeout on the floor, so this is now perfect timing to tell you about Credit Max, because as they have opened this location in Lorain, we want you to check them out. East Erie and Colorado Avenue. They are phenomenal people. I've had a chance to work with Jim Smith over the years on AM 930 WEOL.
Yeah, he's been an advertiser with you guys for some time.
He has. And, again, we love all of our advertisers, but Jim is one of those guys that he actually comes in and cuts his own commercials. So we've had a chance to talk to him and have several conversations with him, and he's just a great guy. He's a terrific human being.
And great cars.
Yes.
Oh, my.
Yep.
Clean. Just impeccable. I couldn't believe the quality when I checked him out on his lot. I mean, not your typical clunkers. They finance there. They have warranties available. I mean, just everything you want.
And, of course, if you want to check them out online, CreditMaxAutoGroup.com. Again, CreditMaxAutoGroup.com. But, again, huge thank you to Credit Max for getting on board with WLCS TV 20. And we encourage you to go to their new location, again, East Erie and Colorado Avenues in Lorain, Credit Max Auto Group. You won't regret going there. Great people. Off that timeout, Overton misses a shot for Lorain, but the Titans maintain possession of the basketball.
And tell them you heard it on TV 20.
That's good, too. Shot by Washington, no good, but Washington grabs his own miss. Comes all the way out front. Oh, nice play by Walsh, but Ryan couldn't handle it. Ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, I told Jim, I says, when we mentioned your spots and stuff, this is a good year to jump on board, especially with the boys, because if he plans on being around a while, we play these classics. And some of them are instant classics, and your ads will be on there forever because we don't alter them. We play them as they played originally, so whether it's a year or 10 years or whatever, they play.
Oh, Corey with a bank shot that missed, but it was a pretty move by Jordan. Here comes LaGrange. I'm thinking we ought to do that for WEOL. Play back some really cool games that we've had over the years. Walsh out front.
Now you did that last year with, I think, the Vermillion. Was that the you did that with a?
Well, we did it with Midview and Avon in football.
That's right, Midview and Avon. Yeah, okay. It'd be kind of cool to go back in the archives. That would be kind of cool.
Well, the good thing about the radio archives is you don't see my face. I've heard about some of these classics you put on WLCS TV 20, Joe, where I'm a much younger man.
Oh, you look the same.
Yeah. Okay. What are you bucking for? Shot up no good by Washington. I look the same. Oh, my goodness. Here comes LaGrange with 2.5 minutes to go. It's been fun to call this one. 6th graders here at the Titan Gym. LaGrange and Lorain. There's a 3-ball right on the mark by Jake Morgan.
Oh, they got it into single digits now. You better watch out.
36-27. Corey, run of the lane, tough runner, no good. LaGrange grabs the rebound. They're making their move, down by 9. Lorain has maintained pretty much that double-digit lead throughout, but as Joe said, single digits now with 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes left here at the Titan Gym. Out front, Ryan Walsh has it, 1:50 left. Walsh against Corey. Walsh looking for some help. Baseline shot up, no, but a foul is called. And that's going to put
pretty good patience here by the Shock.
Hines at the line. Shooting 2, so Talon Hines can get LaGrange a little bit closer. Misses the first. There's Pataky back in for LaGrange. Well, you mentioned that when you were at Clearview, Bob Walsh was your driver's ed instructor. I see Bob sitting across the way as he watches his grandson play. We're talking off-air a short time ago as Hines hits the second free throw to make it an 8-point game. But George Corey is here watching his grandson play as well. Really cool that folks come out and support these young kids. Washington, double team, lost the ball. Here comes LaGrange. They've made it interesting. They've gotten to within 8. Walsh on the dribble against Corey. Walsh on the left wing, behind him. Morgan's 3-ball. That one rolled around the rim and out. Boy, that would have made it real interesting.
It brought it down to a 2-possession game.
Yep, Roundtree throws it ahead to Corey. Corey got knocked out of bounds by Walsh. That'll put Corey at the free throw line. I haven't been keeping track of fouls, but they say that's 4 on LaGrange, so Lorain will inbound. Inbounds Corey, fires it down low. The shot is up, no good by Addis. Addis got it back, he got tied up. Possession arrow belongs to LaGrange. So now with under a minute to go, we'll have normal clock stoppages. Right wing, there's a 3-ball. It's off the rim, no good by Morgan. Rebound corralled by Lorain High's Roundtree. Gets it off to Corey. Ahead to Washington. Washington on the left side to Addis, and he got fouled as he went up.
Boy, great ball movement, especially at this level.
And that's coaching.
I'm really impressed, yeah.
Yep, that's coaching by Brian Corey. You're right, that was terrific ball movement.
First open man gets the ball down. You weren't dribbling much. Nice passes, crisp.
Addis misses the first free throw. Leading scorer for Lorain is Corey with 10. Roundtree with 7. Addis short on the second. Rebound LaGrange. Here come the Shock. Down by 8. Morgan, long three, around the rim and out. Boy, they've had about three in a row go halfway down. Here comes Lorain. They're up by 8. Corey feeds it down low. Oh, Walsh came back and blocked the shot, but they'll call the foul. That will put Little at the free throw line with 18 seconds left.
Good foul. He was right under the basket there for a quick bunny and blocked it, but put Lorain at the line.
So Giles Little at the free throw line with 18 seconds left. First one, no good. Little has one more coming. And I think they're going to call Little for being over the line. So it's LaGrange ball with 18 seconds left, and Brian Corey's going to take a timeout. And again, this is a great teaching opportunity right here for these young men. Brian's going to call them over and say, listen, here's where we're at. 18 seconds left. We're up by 8 points. That's 3 possessions, and I'm sure the one thing he's going to say is don't foul. And as much as it's a teaching moment right here, it's amazing how when you get up all the way through the levels, even into the varsity level, you can teach it now. You still got to bring them over and say, okay, here's where we are.
Yep.
You know, situation basketball. But to me, that's the beauty of the game. But, Joe, it also goes back to your point when we were talking earlier about Lorain's varsity win over Bedford. That basketball IQ, that starts somewhere. That's coached. Some of it's natural.
Yep.
But a lot of that is coached.
I have seen so much progress since last year. Coach Rossitano has done such a fantastic job with these kids. And I know they played a lot during the summer, and I think that's definitely helped them. Yeah.
LaGrange with the ball. They're down by 8. Right wing 3, short off the rim. Rebound comes off to Lorain, and we got a foul with 7.4 to go. As Giles Little got a little bit of a push right there. 7.4. Again, LaGrange not yet over the limit. On the inbounds, Washington has it. Washington drives, missed the shot. Rebound high off the glass, no good. And Ray Barraga is going to say that ball hit the top of the backboard. It went out of bounds, and we have 1/10 of 1 second left. So not much time for LaGrange to do anything. They inbound, and that ends the ball game. The final score here in this 6th grade matchup, Lorain knocks off LaGrange by a score of 36-28. Again, this was a great experience for these young guys, Joe. It really was.
Yeah, thanks for coming by today, Tim, and it sure added some excitement to the game for the kids when they go back and watch it 5,000 times.
I think so. Well, here are some final individual numbers. Hey, we got to tell you who scored what for which team. So for LaGrange, Talon Hines with 1, Christian Paddocky with 8, Jake Morgan with 8, Ian Morgan led LaGrange with 9, and Ryan Walsh with 2. LaGrange with a total of 28. And for the Titans from Lorain, the 6th grade Titans, it was Tobias Overton with 2, Jacob Addis with 4, Giles Little with 6, Jemai Washington with 7, Naz Roundtree with 7, and Jordan Corey was in double figures with 10. So Lorain with a total of 36, and Lorain wins it 36-28. Well, again, I want to thank Brian Corey for having me here tonight. This was fun to watch these young kids play. In no short order, I'll be calling them on WEOL in varsity basketball action. The years will fly by, but a great job by Brian and his kids. And, of course, thanks to the LaGrange staff and their folks as well. This was a lot of fun. And, Joe, thanks to you.
All right. Well, thanks for coming by, and we'll catch you sometime down the road.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be busy at some point or another. So, again, 6th grade basketball. Lorain wins it 36-28 over LaGrange. For Joe Bach, this is Tim Elkhorn saying we hope you enjoyed it on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS. To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.